You're softer than you realize. And that's the first betrayal. You cling to parts of yourself that you should have let go of long ago. Comforts that weaken your courage, excuses that drown out the truth, and people who take your mournings and call it love. This isn't kindness. It's not cruelty either. It's a wake-up call. To find your power, you'll need to make peace with a small, cold list of losses. Power isn't about accumulation. It's about subtraction. The slow, painful art of removing what drains your life until only what's real remains. Marcus Aurelius didn't teach us to seek comfort. He taught the discipline of cutting away the unnecessary. Seneca didn't promise peace. He demanded losses like offerings at a temple. Epictetus would have you learn one lesson over and over. Freedom comes when you discipline your desires. First, let go of your need to be liked. There's a small death in every yes you didn't truly mean. A man who fears rejection lives by the schedules of others, treading lightly, editing his laughter, and praying at the altar of approval. Power is a lonely muscle. It grows when you say no, accepting that sometimes displeasing others is the only honest choice left. You might lose followers when you speak the truth, and that's okay. Let them go. The ones who remain won't need you to wear your smile like armor. Second, understand that pain isn't abnormal. You might see pain as a flaw in the system, a glitch to fix, but that's a childish view. Pain is the world's most knowledgeable teacher. Every wound is a lesson wrapped in hardship. Remember, Marcus said the obstacle is the way. Take that to heart. Imagine your life as a battlefield. Would you prefer to be the soldier who grumbles about the mud, or the one who learns to march right through it? Instead of dodging discomfort, embrace it and turn it into your strength. Next up, let's talk about the idea that you're entitled to fairness. Fairness is a concept that's often peddled to those who are comfortable. The universe doesn't owe us anything. As Seneca pointed out, we don't get what we think we deserve. We get what we can handle. Stop trying to shape your life around the notion that people should act the way you want them to. True power emerges when entitlement fades away. Expect less entitlement and take on more responsibility. At first, this shift might feel like a loss, but it's actually the first step toward mastering your life. Now, let's address the illusion of controlling others. You can't force someone to change. The only thing you can do is choose who you surround yourself with and set standards you won't compromise on. Epictetus taught us that we can control our judgments, but not the events around us. Stop viewing others as projects to fix. Let go of the need to script every outcome. You'll find that control comes back to you quietly and powerfully through self-discipline, not manipulation. Finally, let's tackle your habit of distraction. Those screens, the noise, the quick dopamine hits from scrolling. They're like thieves in sneakers. If you want to strengthen your mind, you need to learn to enjoy solitude. In the silence that once made you anxious, clarity will emerge, sharp as a blade. Marcus Aurelius reflected on the fleeting nature of life and didn't waste it on background noise. If you want to take charge of your world, cut the ties to constant distractions. Allow silence to refine you. Let's dive into some common myths that can hold us back. First up, number 6, the idea that comfort equals safety. It's a cozy little lie we tell ourselves. The truth is, safety is often just an illusion we cling to out of habit. Real safety comes from being competent, having the skills to act when life throws us a curveball. This means swapping out those plush couches for some tough practices, early mornings, honest conversations, and a bit of quiet discipline. Those old comforts will try to convince you that you deserve a break, but that's just a sneaky form of debt. Moving on to number 7. There's this belief that we should indulge our emotions whenever they strike. Sure, feel everything, but don't let your feelings take the wheel. Emotions aren't the enemy. They're more like the weather. Learn to be the harbor that can hold them without capsizing. As Epictetus wisely said, it's not what happens to you, but how you interpret it. So, take a moment to pause between your impulses and your actions. That little pause is where your true power lies. Now, number 8, watch out for those who want you to compromise your standards. Real power isn't about how many people are around you. It's about how few you let close to your flame. If a friend asks you to dim your light, they're not really a friend. They're just a reflection of who you used to be. Cut those ties. The community that pushes you to grow might challenge you sometimes, but the one that coddles you will ultimately lead you astray. Choose the tough love of a hard mirror over the easy praise of a flattering crowd. Next, number 9, the rush for depth. We live in a world that glorifies constant busyness, flashy profiles, and the illusion of progress. But true depth requires us to slow down and immerse ourselves, not just make a splash. Seneca warned us about living fragmented lives. So stop getting caught up in the productivity parade and start mastering the art of staying in one room long enough to uncover its secrets. A truly deep person isn't flashy. They're inevitable. Finally, number 10, the need to justify yourself to others. Every explanation you offer is like a leash. Powerful people are concise because they don't want to engage in endless arguments. They know the world will spin its own tales about them regardless. So speak when necessary. Marcus suggests that your life should serve as a testament to the values you cherish, rather than just a collection of explanations. This list represents both a refusal and a promise. There will be times when you feel a sense of loss, as if someone has stripped away your protective layers, leaving your hands exposed. But that's the cost of becoming more resilient. You'll mourn the comforts you once confused for your true self. Grief is a necessary toll on the journey of growth. Embrace it. You'll also uncover what remains after the trimming. Deep within you lies a core that doesn't crave applause or justification. At first, it may feel small, like a steady, cool heartbeat, but it will remain loyal. Center your life around that heartbeat. Let it guide you when chaos tries to push you into a frenzy. Don't be misled into thinking that sacrifice is purifying just because it's trendy. It won't always feel noble. Sometimes it will feel like hunger, loneliness, lost friendships, and a tightening in your chest as everything familiar slips away. But that tightening isn't destruction. It's your body adapting to bear more weight. Power isn't something you accumulate. It's what remains after you shed everything that isn't true. It's not loud or flashy. It's quiet, patient, and forged through loss. You don't gain strength by adding more. You gain it by letting go of what weakens you. When you can look in the mirror and no longer seek validation, when you can walk alone without needing to explain yourself, and when you can sit in silence without fleeing from your thoughts, that's when true power begins. It's not a thunderous roar. It's the calm choice to carry only what nourishes your spirit and to let go of the rest.